Hi, and welcome to Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois. And we are unpacking this week's comic books, which are a little bit late. Today is Thursday, January 18th. They are going immediately out on the shelf, obviously, because they're a day or two late due to the weather. We've had some inclement weather. So let's get right down to business and get this done fairly quickly. Number one, starting off this week, is All New Wolverine, issue 29. Amazing Spider-Man and Venom. From Image Publishing, we have Angelic, issue 5. Next up from DC, we have Aquaman, issue 32, A Clash of Kings. Then next up we have a really great cover, I think, for Avengers number 676, where it shows an old Silver Age cover. I just think that's fantastic, a cover on a cover. That's a great idea. Next up, from DC, we have Batman, issue 39, The Secret of the Eternal Vow. And just to give you an idea, almost all of these comics we will have variant covers available. This is the Batman variant cover right here with Wonder Woman on there. Pretty cool. Next up, we have Batman, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, and it is issue 3, and that's the standard cover. And again, to give you an idea of the variant cover, that's the Kirkman variant cover, which is pretty cool. Then after that, we have Batwoman from DC, issue 11, paging Professor Pig. Looks pretty interesting. I think I took her to prom. Next up, we have from DC, Bombshells United, issue 10. And that's been pretty good so far. And Marvel brings us issue 152 of Cable, Who Pulls the Strings? And also from Marvel is issue 16 of Champions, and that is part 1 of Champions for a Day. New from DC this week is issue 1 of Damage, and it ties into the Dark Knight's Metal. It's a Dark Knight's Metal tie-in, and you should be able to know that by it'll have a little delineation there on the front cover for you. And then from Image Publishing, we have Dark Fang, If Vampires Are More Your Thing. That's been an interesting run. And then from Marvel again, we have Deadpool versus Old Man Logan, and that is issue 4. And then next up from Marvel, we have Generation X, issue 86. And then from Image Publishing, issue 1 of The Further Adventures of Nick Wilson. And he seems to have some sort of water pipe there in his possession. I'm not sure what's going on there on the couch, but it looked like he's up to no good. Next up from Image, also we have Evolution, and that is issue 3 of that. A pretty graphic cover on the front of that. Marvel brings us Doctor Strange, issue 384 next. And then we have from DC, Green Lanterns, issue 39, World of Our Own. Also from DC, we have Harley Quinn, issue 35. And that'll give you an idea of what some of her variant covers look like. Again, most of these comics we will have variants for all of them available if you're into that. Next up from Image is issue number 1 of Ice Cream Man. DC brings us Injustice 2, issue 18, next. And then we have from Dynamite Publishing, James Bond 07, The Body, and that is issue 1 of that. It's a new run. They've been doing a lot of James Bond titles, and most of them have been very solid. Next up from Dark Horse is Mike Mignola's Jenny Finn, and that is issue 3. There's 4 total in that series. So that is number 3 from them. And after that, we have the ever-growing Aftershock catalog that we're carrying now, and that is Jimmy's Bastards. Explores the idea of James Bong's illegitimate kids hunting him down. Next up from DC, Justice League 37, The Blame Game. And then a highly anticipated, well-loved Image title, Kill or Be Killed, number 15, is out today. Ed Brubaker, and it is great. Next up from Boom Publishing, Kong on the Planet of the Apes, and that is pretty self-explanatory there. I don't need to add to that description. And then next up, also from Boom, we have Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue 23. And while we're being mighty, that leads us to Marvel's Mighty Thor issue 703. And after that, we have DC bringing us Nightwing issue 37, The Untouchable. Then from Marvel, we have Peter Parker, The Spectacular Spider-Man, issue 299. Next issue is that Magic 300. And after that, we have from Oni Press, Rick and Morty, Pocket Like You Stole It. And that is issue 4. And then we have issue 5 from Titan Publishing, Titan Comics, and this is Robotech, issue 5. And then next up from Image, we have Rumble, number 2, and this is on the second series from Rumble, so good time to jump in on that. From Marvel, we have Spirits of Vengeance, issue 4. Lots of flaming skulls with people wondering what makes them burn. And then also from Marvel, we have issue 42 of Star Wars. DC brings us Super Sons, issue 12, entitled Broken Future. And DC also brings us Superman, issue 39, Goodnight Moon. And then DC also brings us Trinity, issue 17, Strangers in a Savage World. And then we have from Marvel, Weapon X, issue 13, which is a pretty wicked-looking cover. And then also from Boom Publishing, we have issue 13 of WWE, Raw, 25 Years. Also from Marvel, we have issue 20 of X-Men Gold. And then also from Marvel, we have X-Men Grand Design, which is a very arty comic, kind of pre-yellowed newsprint type paper, really kind of a cool look. And now, at the end of the video, a lot of people have asked us to maybe start giving an idea of some of the trade paperbacks and graphic novels that come in on any given week. And so this is some of the reorders that we got in this week, just to kind of show you the diversity of titles that people are into. But as you can see, The Preacher continues to sell very, very well. Image's 7 to Eternity is kicking butt and doing very, very well. New 52 Wonder Woman is still kicking butt and getting reordered. Saga, the #1 comic property in all of comics over the last 5 years. We're still reordering those trade papers as well. The Swamp Thing by Alan Moore, what a great run he had on those. Outcast, Volume 3 and Volume 4, we've got reorders in of that. And then also we have New 52 Batman, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7, and 8, all reordered. And after that, we have pretty much the whole Lock and Key trade paperback series for that, as well as we got in some Lock and Key deluxe master editions, and these include 1 and 2 in that book, and then the next master edition will have 3 and 4. So you're getting 2 trade paperbacks in one library quality graphic novel there. And that's basically what came in, other than some keychains and things like that, some tchotchke. But that's the books that came in this week. Come in and see us at Fox Comics and Games in beautiful downtown Marion, Illinois.